Money ain't a thing. Money ain't a thing.
Money in the bank. Money in the bank.
We can talk, but money talk, so talk more.
Ash Cash Show, Ash Cash Show, the Ash Cash Show, Ash Cash Show, the Ash Cash Show, Ash Cash Show, the Ash Cash Show, Ash Cash Show, Ash Cash Show, the Ash Cash Show, Ash Cash Show, the Ash Cash Show, Ash Cash Show.
Baby, I got your money, money.
I love. All right, y'all. What up? What up? What up? Welcome to the Ash Cash Show every Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Make sure you go to the ashcashshow.com. Subscribe to the podcast. Go to ashcashtv.com. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. And so listen. Yo, August 31st. Today's the last day of August. The last day of August. And I really, really need y'all, right? I really, really need y'all to stay focused on the one thing, right? I need you to stay focused on your one thing. I do not need you, right, to have multiple streams of different businesses if you haven't focused on one business that's giving you a stream, right? And so I know, look, I can't say this yet because the episode didn't release, but I was having a conversation with one of my good brothers, you know, who's a monster in the game, and we was talking. Solid Michelle, thank you for the badge love. Where's CJ? Thank you for the badge love. It's A-Lo, thank you for the badge love. Right? We was talking, right? We was talking. Hold on, let me see something. We was talking. Wait, hold on, because I saw something. I want to make sure. Hold on. Now, Orlando, we waiting for you, man, because that's why I said let me scroll up to see what's happening. Because hold on, let me say something. Chill, Alo, don't do that, Alo, because you know I want all smoke. I come for all smoke, Alo. Don't say that. Don't stay on him, Orlando. Nah, that ain't on me, bro. I'm waiting on you. I'm waiting on you. Like, there's no book that we doing that nobody's waiting on me. If that's unclear, please let me know. I'm waiting on you, my G. We gave you instructions. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that, Alo. You know I'm with all of it. I don't want for none of that. I'm with all of that. And don't let Linda, don't let what I said about Linda make y'all think that I'm just saving, how do I say this? I'm just being, you know what I mean? I'm just, you know what I mean? Like, nah, like, so yeah, let me say that. But yeah, Gail, we good, Gail, we good. Cause we communicated, so we good, Gail. We good. You know what I'm saying? But I'm waiting on y'all, you know what I'm saying? But that's the thing though, I'm not rushing nobody, you know what I'm saying? I'm not rushing nobody. It's on y'all. Like, and if it gotta feel right. So don't look at Linda, right? Don't look at Linda. Don't look at Linda and feel like what worked for Linda not gonna work for everybody. You know what I'm saying? And so you gotta do it when it feel right. And so, like, I'll give you a prime example. I was supposed to drop from the block to the bank. You know what I'm saying? I was supposed to drop that when I turned 40, but it didn't feel right. You know what I'm saying? Then I was supposed to drop it on my mother's birthday, January 2nd. That didn't feel right. So August 30th just felt like the better time. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that we sidebar real quick because like, hey, Lo, talk about get him, stay on him. Like, nah, that don't do that. Don't do that. You know I'm reformed. I'm with it though. You know what I'm saying? I'm reformed. But look. But I need today's the last day of August though, right? Today's the last day of August. And after today, in God's will, we got 4 more months. And I need y'all to focus on that one thing. You know what I'm saying? Oh, look, hold on. See what I'm saying? We talking about what I missed. You know what I'm saying? You start the smoke, you yell fire, and then you run out. Hold on, Alo. You wasn't here, you ain't hear all the smoke. Should be what I missed. You the one that put it out there, but whatever. Now I'm reformed, but I'm with it though. You know what I'm saying? So look, August, right? August is the last. Today's the last day of August. And I need y'all to focus, right? I need y'all to focus on the one thing. I need y'all to focus on the one thing because what I'm seeing right now is I'm seeing a lot of people focusing on so many, right? Stay focused. My message is stay focused, and I'm not staying focused, right? What's the irony in that? I'm seeing a lot of people focusing on multiple things. You know what I'm saying? Like I see a lot of people focusing on, oh, now you conveniently went to go get your charger. And when you started to smoke, you're gonna have to rewind it to figure it out. But like, all right, look, we're gonna talk about focus, right? And so I see a lot of people getting distracted. You know what I'm saying? I see a lot of people getting distracted. But we're gonna go daily aspiration real quick.
Axel.
We gonna go daily aspiration here. Because I need y'all to get right. I'm gonna stay focused. Happy Tuesday, my creatures of greatness. Welcome to the best day of the rest of your life. Every day. Today's daily aspiration is dedicated to staying focused on your dreams. Les Brown once said that most people never achieve their dreams because they spend too much time concentrating on secondary activity. They know what they want out of life, but allow the distractions to veer them off course and lead them in a different direction. Staying focused and never losing sight of your goals is not only vital to your success, but also to your well-being. It doesn't help you get closer to your dream, then what are you doing it for? Always remember and recognize where you are aiming to go, and make sure you are taking a step in that direction every single day of your life. Some obstacles will try to get in your way, and sometimes you will feel like giving up. But that's only because you forgot for a second what your true purpose is. As Ella Wheeler Wilcox so eloquently said, there's no chance, destiny, fate, or circumstance that can circumvent, hinder, or control the firm resolve of a determined soul. In layman's terms, nothing can stop you but you. Keep your eyes on the prize and take what you deserve. I'll leave it a couple of quotes, and the first one's by Tony Levin, and it says, people should decide what success means for them and not be distracted by accepting others' definition of success. Next quote by Steve Maraboli, and it says, the best way to succeed is to have a specific intent, a clear vision, a plan of action, and the ability to maintain clarity. And last but not least, by Lawrence J. Peter, and it says, if you don't know where you're going, you will probably end up somewhere else. So today's daily aspiration is about, staying focused. You gotta have intention. You know what I'm saying? Home guard goes hard, salute. Cannon Coltrane, salute. Orlando, thank you for the basketball. You gotta have intention. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you can't be out here just running after what seems hot, what seems dope, and what everybody's doing, what everybody's succeeding at. You just can't do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm seeing a lot of that around. I'm seeing people kind of jumping the line, jumping the ship. Like a lot of people are putting so much stuff out here, but you don't even really understand what's your one thing. What's the one thing that you're doing? You know what I'm saying? And NYC Mindset, what up? You know what I'm saying? Like people are jumping around, like they jumping on trends, right? The truth of the matter, here's what it is. The truth of the matter, if you focus on the one thing, then jumping on the trends to get that one thing out is okay, right? So let's say your one thing, fast out to my guy Keon, fast out to Smooth Groove, right? His one thing is smoothies, right? He got a 7-figure smoothie business, right? And so somebody be like, yo, how you make 7 figures off of smoothies? You making 7 figures and all you sell is smoothies, right? Because he focused on the one thing. You know what I'm saying? He focused on the one thing. And so how did he make 7 figures on smoothies, right? Yo, he focused on the one thing. He said, all right, yo, you know what? You know, I'm gonna set up in a gym. And so when people come out, I'm gonna have this gym and I'm gonna sell my smoothies. Then he said, oh, you know what? I'm gonna buy me a truck. And instead of a food truck, I'm gonna sell smoothies out the food truck. Then he said, oh, I'm gonna be at every event. And every time I'm at an event, I'm gonna sell the smoothies out the truck, right? Then he said, this trap house is jumping. So I'm gonna get a bunch of food. I'm gonna get a bunch of trucks, and I'm gonna duplicate myself and have a bunch of people selling smoothies. Then he said, oh, these trucks is jumping. I bet, yo, let me open up a store, right? And so now I'm gonna open up a store, right? Oh, the store is jumping. All right, now other people want to learn. All right, so I'm gonna do a course, right? What I'm saying is, it's the one thing, though. You know what I'm saying? It's the one thing. It's not a lot of things, right? It's not a lot of things. Find the one thing. Stay with it, though. Don't look at nobody else's success and wish you was there. Don't look at nobody's success and say, yo, watch what I'm about to do in the book world, right? Watch what I'm about to do in the book world. Yo, I've been writing books since 2009, right? So that's 12 years, right? I've been writing books since 2009. And so I've been doing this for 12 years. And so when I come out with a program, right? What is his name? His name is Keon. His Instagram is Smooth Groove, at Smooth Groove. Hold on, let me just see if I can find it. His Instagram is at Smooth Groove. He got a phenomenal story. Yeah, Smooth and Groove. So Smooth and then the letter N, Groove. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? So hold on, let me tag my guy real quick, so he can know we giving him some love. We giving him flowers. Smooth and Groove. I gotta get him inside the vault too, because he got a phenomenal story. Smooth and Groove. I think that's it. And so there we go. Yeah, that's my guy right there. All right, so right, and so I've been at the book writing game. I've been at the book writing game for 12 years. You know what I'm saying? And so when I come out with a course, when I come out with an intensive, when I help people one-on-one, that's not like I didn't pull that out the air. You know what I'm saying? That's an evolution of what I've been doing. You know what I'm saying? And so if I give people direction and they don't listen, that's on them. No, I was playing. I just took a shot. I'm sorry. But you know what I'm saying? I've been doing this for a very long time. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, I'm just not pulling, you know what I mean? I'm just not pulling it out the air. Like, I've been doing this. Like, I know it's going to work. You know what I'm saying? Through trial and error. See, here's the thing. What people don't realize is that I got books that did nothing, and I got books that were successful. All y'all remember is the books that you go online for, right? And that got hundreds of views. I am mad petty. I'm petty. Petty Murphy. You know what I'm saying? And so I got books, you know what I'm saying? I got books that that nobody ever bought. You know what I'm saying? I got books that are duds. And the reason why I could talk with so much confidence when it relates to the book world is because I've been at it. So watch what I'm about to do, right? Watch what I'm about to do with this book game. That's my one thing. My one thing is books. You know what I'm saying? My one thing is books. I don't focus on nothing else. You know what I'm saying? Big Petty Murphy. It's all love though. It's all petty Tendergrass. You know what I'm saying? It's all love though. It's all love. Y'all know I ain't malicious at all. You know what I'm saying? Everything is all love. If you I'm gonna just tell y'all one thing though. If y'all know, I don't know if y'all ever know, but in Harlem, that's all we do is joke around. Now we don't really take nothing serious. We take stuff serious, but you know what I'm saying? That's all we do is joke. And so we always joking. We spend hours just just joking on people all day. So you know what I mean? I'm that. I'm a big kid, you know what I'm saying? So, but it's all love though. It ain't never malicious. It ain't never like, oh, you know what I mean? Like he trying to hurt you. Like I ain't never trying to hurt nobody because I know what you give is what you get. You know what I'm saying? What up, King H2O in the building. You know what I mean? So like I know that if I'm being malicious to somebody, you know what I'm saying, then people will be malicious back to me. And that's not the energy that where I, you know what I mean, what I put out. So yeah, it's all love, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just, you know what I mean? And I'm never gonna lie to you either, because I don't want nobody to lie to me. You know what I'm saying? So please understand, I treat people how I want to be treated. You know what I'm saying? So if some ain't good, I ain't gonna tell you it's good just for the sake of telling you it's good. People know, you know what I'm saying? You know, people know, like on a background, people know. I'll look at your book title, I'll look at your book cover, I'll look at your book. I'll be like, nah, it's not it. I look at I'll look at your whatever you're doing. If it ain't hitting, and if you ask me, I ain't gonna give you my opinion for free. But if you ask me, I ain't gonna lie to you, champ. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you the truth. And truth of the matter is that a lot of us ain't living in intention. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us ain't living in intention. A lot of us are trying to wing it. A lot of us are not zeroing in on that one thing that God told us to do. You know what I'm saying? Like God told me to zero in on this one thing. And a lot of y'all, you know what I mean? A lot of y'all you know, ain't zeroing in. Hey yo, King, don't get mad though, B. I took the label off, but I gotta take some water. But you know what I'm saying? I need to re-up. You know what I'm saying? So I took the label off. So, you know. There's a disclaimer, you know what I'm saying? Because Keen is the official water of the Ash Cash Show Inside the Vault. You know what I'm saying? And so I just don't want you to see me sipping on something that don't look like Keen water. You know what I'm saying? And then you know what I'm saying? Well, I took the label off. But we gotta be intentional. And who else could tell us about intentional? But
you're now listening to
my guy,
MindRightRadio.com.
My guy's gonna tell us about intention,
inspiration, and motivation.
The billionaire,
every day.
So I want to talk to you about intention today. What is your intention in your career? Why did you choose it? What is your purpose? Because let me tell you, whatever you set your intention as, that is where you will land. You know, once I changed my intention, once it became about, you're going to hear that word a lot, intention. Once it became about going out on the road with my plays to share what I had learned about life, about faith, and about God, and about forgiveness. Once I did that, everything that I touched seemed to see major success. My intention was to use what I had learned in life, to use my gifts, my writing, and everything within me to lift people, to motivate them, to make them laugh, to use the laughter as an anesthetic so that I could talk about things that were plaguing our community that nobody wanted to talk about. Things like domestic violence and molestation and rape and AIDS and HIV, getting over heartbreak, getting over things that tried to take us out. You see, to me, my work is a how-to manual for the average person, for people like me when I was growing up, who couldn't afford therapy, people who couldn't afford to take time off of work while they figured things out, for people who couldn't get in their car and go to the country club and play around the golf and work things out in their head. It was for people like the people that raised me, people that I'm not ashamed to own like many of us do once we get a few letters behind our name. When my intention changed so that everything in my life, I began to live in purpose and live on purpose. I never thought about money or success again, but it kept coming my way. So much so that I'm playing arenas, even until this day, 20,000, 30,000 people come into the arenas over a weekend, packing the place just to see my live plays. Been on to incredible success in film with over about 15 movies grossing over $1 billion. Been on to television, where I provided jobs and made more millionaires than all the studios combined in a 10-year period when blacks were In a 10-year period when blacks were absent from television and film, I helped people like Idris Elba by giving him his first movie. I worked with Kerry Washington before Scandal, and Taraji P. Henson before Empire, with Viola Davis before How to Get Away with Murder, and Miss Cicely Tyson, the legendary Cicely Tyson. She said that I helped revitalize her career, and there are many more. Nothing changed in what I was doing other than my intention.
Salute, Ken.
So today I want to challenge you to know your intention as to why you do what you do. And I
Know your
promise you,
intention.
if your intention is right,
Yup.
you will be successful.
You will be successful. Your intention.
But let me
What
warn
is your
you.
intention?
What will happen when you're successful? Because I don't want you to get out there and get caught off guard. At first, you're going to be celebrated. But when your success surpasses what your peers expect of you, then you will become a target. So now that you have set your intention, now that you have your foundation, let's talk about how to stay on course when the attacks come. And I assure you, they will come for you just as they did for me. When my attack started, I was shocked because I was so busy looking outside for the enemy to come and tear me down, I didn't even realize that the enemy was standing right in my own backyard. You see, we as black people, we have come through so much and we've endured so much that a lot of us, not all of us, but a lot of us still bear the scars of our ancestors. We still feel that if one of us is up, then that means that no one else can be too. So in order for me to be up and get ahead, then I can't celebrate you, I have to tear you down. That's the mentality that we have sometimes. That stems from a time in our history that there was only allowed one person of color to be successful at a time. I'll give you an example for Hollywood. When Hattie McDaniel was successful, there couldn't be another. When Dorothy Dandridge was successful, there couldn't be another. When Sammy Davis was successful, you know what I'm saying. You get the picture here. So expect some attacks. It's all a part of it. But remember this, a hunter only shoots at a deer he can see. If you ain't being seen, you ain't doing nothing. Why am I telling you this? Number one, so that you know how to stay on course. Keep your intention no matter what pressures come your way. And also, I'm telling you this because it's time that we stop running from where we come from to look for someone else to approve us. I don't know why we run out to someone else looking for validation. I want to tell you something. We are enough. You are enough. Your gift is enough.
Dre Hatchet, what up, my G? Salute.
Live in your truth. Share your gifts.
Princess
Don't
Cut,
worry
thank
about
you.
who gets it. If your aim and your intention is for right and to do the right thing, you will make it.
The legend
And when you
Dre
do,
Hatchet in the
don't run from us. Don't be embarrassed by us. Come back and help us. You are the generation that has the power to do away with this kind of thinking. You are the generation that can change this. You can show us that all of our stories and all of our lives matter. When I made my first $1 million, I'll tell you what I did. I went back and I set up shop right in the middle of our community, in the hood. I will never forget when President Obama was running for re-election in 2012 and he came to the studio. And to see all of those little black faces lining the streets, holding their flags, waving at the presidential motorcade came driving through the ghetto. I saw hope in their eyes. It made me cry because I realized that some of them know that they can do it too. I recently bought Fort McPherson Army Base in Atlanta to build my new studio. And it's right in the middle of one of the lowest income areas in Atlanta. And I will hire many people from that neighborhood and train them on how to run their own companies. It gives me so much joy to know that an army base that was established and built just a few years after slavery is now owned by a Negro. I say that to say this to you, that our ancestors, they walked their path. Your grandparents, your mother, your father, they all walked their path. Now it's your turn. Return to where you come from when you made it. You have the foundation. Know your intention. Know that it's not going to be easy, but Just keep yourself on track.
Keep
Know
yourself
the
on track.
value of what is already down in your well. Know that you are special. Know that you carry it. You have the torch. It's already been bought and paid for. Now it's in your hands. Use it for good. Inspire somebody. Encourage somebody. Uplift somebody. And finally return to where you got started. Build with us. Teach us. Show us what you've learned. Help us to see that we can do it too. Then help somebody else to know that they are just as special as you are. Make
Yeah, so I need y'all to stay focused. You know, I need you to stay focused. You know why I need you to stay focused? Because you're the only person. See, that's the thing, though. Think about this, right? You're the only person that could do your assignment. Like, God gave you an assignment that's specific to you. There's nobody else that can fulfill your assignment. That's why when I look at other people that's successful, you know, doing stuff that I wanted to do or whatever the case may be, I'm like, yo, that might have not been my assignment, right? And I've done it before, though, right? And so a lot of times when I'm talking to y'all, I'm talking about y'all about things that I've tried to do, right? I thought my assignment was one thing, and so I'm looking over here trying to fulfill an assignment over here, but that's not what God called me to do, right? I'm watching here, and I'm like, yeah, I'm about to do that. I'm about to be the biggest, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Looking over here, and then when I find somebody who's doing it, I get upset, I get mad, I start hating, and I'm like, damn, yo, what they doing? What they doing, and I'm not doing. And so I start looking over there, and I start instead of doing what God calling me to do, I'm watching over there, and I'm taking notes. Right? I'm taking notes on what they doing. All right, you know what? Bet. Right? I start taking notes. And then as I start taking notes, I start saying, damn, right? And so now I start mimicking what they doing. Right? I start mimicking what they doing. And I'm like, yo, I'm gonna do it my way. I'm doing what they doing, but I'm doing it my way. And then I'm not getting no success. And now I'm like, damn, why I'm not as successful? Now I start doubting myself. I start questioning. Well, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, and I'm analyzing what they're doing, but I'm not getting the results. Then instead of trying to pay attention to what everybody else is doing, I say, yo, you know what? What's that one thing that make me come alive? Because, you know, the truth of the matter is while I'm watching them, I'm not feeling good, right? While I'm watching them, I'm not feeling good. While I'm watching them, I'm not excited. While I'm watching them, you know what I'm saying? I'm not like, yeah, I could do this. I'm just like, I'm gonna sacrifice and do the hard work. Nah, but that wasn't right. Then I said, you know what? Let me focus on what I like to do. And then I start doing what I do. Right? And when I start doing what I do, I'm like, oh, this feels good. Oh, I love this. Oh, this is awesome. Right? And then it almost get lonely though. Right? It almost get lonely because I'm almost the only one doing this. Now I'm trying to look at somebody to mimic, and ain't nobody around. Right? Yo, it's to the point that when I'm looking for people to mimic, ain't nobody around. Ain't nobody around, to the point where my friends are like, yo, what you doing? Yo, you wasting your time. Why are you doing this? Right? And then I realized then I finally realized, I talked to God, and God said, yo, fam, you looking over there, but that's not what I told you. I told you go this way. Right? You looking in the right way. You looking right. When I'm telling you go left, right? I'm telling you to go left because the truth of the matter is that God has created you, right? God has created you, right? Like there's nobody that could do what I could do. Nobody, right? Not in the way I could do it. Not to the people I'm talking to. You know what I'm saying? There's other people that have done it, and they've talking to who they talk to. There's 1 billion people on this earth, right? 7 billion, right? There's 7 billion people on this earth. God said, yo, here's your tribe. Here's the people I need you to talk to. And God said, there ain't nobody more equipped to talk to these people in the way you could talk to these people than you. I put you through the storm. I put you through the weather. I wrung you out. I rinsed you again. I threw you back in the sharks. I took you out. I did all of that. Like, you went through basic training. You went through the camp. You did the obstacle course. You tore your Achilles, everything. You did all that. I took you through everything, all of the basic training. I took you through all the basic training. And I took you through war. You seen it all. You are perfect. Even if it looked like somebody trying to do what you do, you're the only person that's fully equipped to do it. Right? You're the only person fully equipped to do it. The grind might not take, it might not be easy at first, though. That's the other thing. Right? It might not be easy at first. It might seem like you're wasting your time at first. You know what I'm saying? It might be like, yo, what am I doing? But you got to understand that in order to get what you were intended to be, who you were intended to be, you got to push past your comfort zone.
If you want to do something extraordinary with your life,
you got to push past
asking yourself what the least you need to do is, and start asking yourself, what's the most you can bear?
What's the most you can
Humans
bear?
are capable of truly unbelievable things, but the reality is the way that we get better is by going through a simple process of adaptation. But what triggers the adaptation is stressors. It's doing things that are difficult. It's pushing yourself into a state of adapt or die. The body wants to conserve energy. So unless you put yourself in a state where the body absolutely feels like to survive, it must adapt, you're never going to change. And that's why only the most elite people end up achieving at the highest level, because they take the time to shape themselves. They put the energy into getting better. They're willing to suffer. They're willing to push through and persevere. But until you're willing to do that, until you're willing to stop asking yourself what you can get away with, and start asking yourself, how far can I go? Just how much am I capable of? And when your fascination becomes that, when you start wondering just how much am I capable of, and every level that you achieve excites you to push harder and go farther and do more and bear more weight, then all of a sudden you really can begin to surpass other people. But it takes that. It takes a total shift of your mindset. You've got to be obsessed with just how far you can go. You have to be obsessed with finding your breaking point and then pushing beyond that. That is how you really begin to take advantage of the adaptation process. That's how you begin to improve. That's how you begin to build your body and build your mind, is to push beyond your comfort zone. That is how you get great. At the end of the day, nobody sat their way to greatness. Nobody sat back and relaxed and became extraordinary. The only people who really achieve, the only way that humans are able to do the extraordinary things that we're able to do, is by going to that breaking point and then beyond. But you have to find something in there that you want that badly. There's no way to just do it. You've got to find something in you that you believe in so much that you're willing to push yourself that hard. So you've got to construct a story about not only who you are, but what you can become. And when that narrative is so compelling that it pushes you forward, then you will have the kind of change that you want in your life. But first, you have to believe that you can do it. You've got to put yourself out there. You've got to grind and work. But to do that, to work that hard, to make those kinds of changes, you've got to be willing to test yourself. You've got to be willing to look inside yourself and find out who you really are. You've got to be willing to stare nakedly at your inadequacies and be willing to push through them. You can't pretend. You've got to really look at your results and see if you're making the progress that you want to make. And that's where a lot of people fail. They lie to themselves. They want to get away with something. They want to see if anybody's looking. But the reality is the only thing that matters in this life. What do you think about yourself when you're by yourself?
Bars.
There's no campaigning. There's no convincing anybody. There's only the credibility that you've either earned with yourself or not. And the
You gotta build that credibility. Hey, yo, hold on. Hey, yo. The reason why it's gonna hurt. The reason why y'all keep flip-flopping, the reason why y'all keep trying to do one thing, then go to the next. Hey, yo, you haven't built credibility with yourself. You don't trust yourself. Sheesh. You don't trust yourself. Because if you trust yourself, you would know, you'd be like, you know what? Even if nobody see it, yo, I know what God told me. Even if nobody see it, I know this is what I'm supposed to be doing. Even if nobody see it, I know this is the direction I'm supposed to be going. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I ain't build no credibility with myself. Yo, we out here trying to build credibility for somebody else. Yo, we going above and beyond. So we going above and beyond so that other people could rock with us, right? We going above and beyond so other people could rock with us, so other people could be like, yo, she's that guy, he's that guy. When you can't look yourself in the mirror and tell yourself you that person. Yo, you can't look yourself in the mirror and be like, yo, I'm that dude. Yo, I'm that girl. Yo, God put this in me. And yo, I can't wait till y'all see this. Because you ain't build no credibility with yourself. You don't trust yourself. So how do you expect other people to trust you when you don't trust yourself? How you expect other people to trust you when you need somebody to tell you good in order for you to know you good? I don't need nobody to tell, like, yo, I promise you, I appreciate the love, right? I appreciate the love, but I know respectfully, not even respectfully, humbly, like I know. And the reason why I know is because God told me. I know because God told me. If nobody ran up to me and said, yo, you changed my life, if nobody said none of that, if people just act like I didn't exist, I don't need y'all validation. I know. All praises due. I know. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, like when you follow God's order, that's the only thing that can happen. And so instead of trusting everybody else, instead of trying to ride somebody else's flame and watching what God is doing in their life, God doing in your life too. You just disrespect. You just turning your back to it. You just not trusting God. You just not trusting yourself. And so, yo, you gotta build credibility with yourself. You gotta be big. You gotta be big, right? You gotta be the biggest in what God told you to do, not what everybody else is doing. You competing with somebody that's following God's orders. You can't compete with me. Hey, yo, you can't compete with somebody that's following God's orders. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never gonna be no Tyler Perry. I can't be Tyler Perry. That's you know what I'm saying? That's God's orders. He following God's orders. I can't be Steve Harvey. I'm following. I mean, like he followed God. I can't be Oprah. I can't be Jay-Z. I can't be them. I'm trying to say, even if I like, oh, put my mind to it, I'm gonna focus. Like, nah, God ain't called me to do that.
Self-worth comes from doing something worthy. It comes from the hard things. It comes from the suffering. It comes from persevering when things get difficult, to know what you want and to stay that course even when everything else is trying to knock you off. So build that thing in your life. Build that belief. Know that you can do it and be willing to go through hell to get to the other side, to get to the person that you were always meant to be. It won't be easy, but it sure as hell is possible. We all need a word of encouragement from time to time. So I want this to be that word. So let me tell you what I know. You can change. No matter what you think of yourself, humans are designed to change. That's what we do. But you have to put yourself underneath tremendous stress in order to trigger that adaptation response. But if you know what direction you want to move in, if you know what you want to become, you can change into that. And so holding on to the fears and the doubts and the worries, they're not serving you, and looping around that mentally and wondering if you're going to make it, and practicing mentally how you would deal with the failure, how you would justify it to people. All of that is stopping you from doing the one thing that actually will work.
Wait, hold on. Yo, we spending so much time with scenarios, right? We spending so much time with contingency plans. If this doesn't work, that all that time you spending on contingencies, why don't you spend that same time on figuring out how it's going to work? Why don't you spend all that same time just doing what
Work, trying, practicing, training, falling down. Those are the very things that you need to do. The very simple act of taking action.
take action?
That's the thing that you have to focus on. If you do that, then you'll be able to trigger your ability to change. So I don't need you to believe that you're capable of something extraordinary now. And I know in your heart you have that dream. You have that small flicker of a belief that you can do it. That if you just try, that you could figure it out. And that's what I want you to focus on. You could figure it out. Not that you already know how to do it. I fully accept that you don't. I fully accept that most of the things that I want to do with my life and will go on to do, I'm not yet capable of. But I so believe in the human ability to change, not even something that's unique to myself, just the human ability to change.
Tom,
If I simply walk that path of doing, of trying, of failing, and learning, that on a long enough timeline, I will win. So whatever it is that you're thinking about doing right now, I want to be that voice in your head that says you can do it. Maybe not today. You can do it. You can become capable of that thing that you want, that you so dream about, that would give you that sense of self-pride that you want, that you hunger for. And I will say this, be proud, even if you never reach it, as long as you try. So go out right now, stop this, stop listening to this, stop whatever you're doing and get out there and try. Do it, and remember that it is a process of adaptation. And to go through that process, you must get under stress. It's the only way that you'll grow. But you can do it. You can grow. You can become whatever you want. No one will ever hate you with the intensity that you can hate yourself.
Uh-oh.
And that's why you absolutely must take the time to build your self-worth.
Yup.
And I really wish that building your self-worth was simply as easy as repeating to yourself that you love yourself. But it's not.
Yup.
The reality is, if you want to love yourself, you have to do something that is worthy of that love.
Oh.
You have to do something that you believe in. You have to find a way to build credibility with yourself, to tell yourself you're going to do something and know that you're actually going to see it through. The reality is we're all watching ourselves all the time. We know how we behave. And so you really have to think about that. I want it to be enough. I want it to be enough that you exist and that you're going to be okay simply because you are.
JP Rich, appreciate the
reality
bad
is we
love.
don't look at life like that, and we do judge ourselves, and we do think about whether or not we're following through on the things that we said we were going to do. And it's okay to start small. It's okay not to have a grand dream. It's okay not to be able to do that yet. It is very okay, not to be extraordinary. You don't need that to love yourself. But what you do need is purpose. What you do need is to take that time to define
You need
what it is
purpose!
you're trying to do with your life.
You need purpose. Be intentional.
What is it that you're going to be able to bring to yourself and to the world? And it doesn't have to be big. It just has to be real. It has to be something that's true to you. It has to be something that you're willing to commit to. And once you're willing to commit to it, to put in the energy every day to get up and pursue that thing. And again, this is not me. I'm not judging you. I can really tell you, I love you. And it's enough that you just exist. But I know that in your head, in all of our heads, is a voice that says that just isn't true. And so to connect with ourselves and to find that meaning and to develop it, to create meaning in our lives, we have to set an intention. And we have to pursue that intention. Start small. Know what you want. Get out of bed. Get after it. Set rules for yourself. Follow those rules. Once you start doing those simple things, and again, they don't have to be big, but once you start setting a rule, having an intention, following your rules, building towards that intention, suddenly you're going to earn that credibility with yourself. And then all of a sudden, no matter what anybody says to you, and they are going to say negative things, haters
that
are
credibility with yourself.
It's the reality of life, but you will be impervious to that. If you have built within you belief that you are worthy.
You are worthy.
Because you take small steps.
So you take small
every
steps.
day
Every
to
day.
do something that means something
Yep.
to you.
Yep.
Doesn't matter what other people think.
It don't matter what other
But it
people
matters
think.
a lot what you think about yourself.
What you think about yourself.
So every day,
Earn
that worth.
Earn that worth.
Hey, what, gentlemen, right now you're tuned into Mind Right Radio. Elevate your mind.
You elevate your life. Hey, yo, listen. I need y'all to build credibility with yourself. So this is what I'm going to tell you to do. This is how you're going to build credibility with yourself. Today is August 31st. I need you to get rid of every single thing today. Do not go to September. Do not walk into September with anything that is not part of your purpose. I don't care if you put money in. I don't care if you put time in. I don't care if everybody loves you for it. If it is not your purpose for the next 4 months and forever, I need you to focus on your purpose. Get rid of all that. Get rid of all the side businesses. You know what I mean? You teaching people how to crochet and you supposed to be doing hair, do hair. Right? You started a side business doing this, but you're supposed to be doing that, do that. Right? Get rid of all of the things. I need you to find that one thing. Find the 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 one thing. That one thing. I need you to, the next 4 months, I need you to lock in on one thing. On one, you know what? Hold on, because Dr. Miles, man. I know I got to go. But maybe Dr. Miles will tell you.
You are now tapped in.
Maybe Dr. Miles will tell you better than me. Maybe Dr. Miles will tell you better than me. Maybe I don't put it in better words. Maybe I don't understand.
There's no substitute for purpose. What I'm saying is so important. This is more important than anything that you can hear right now. Because there's so many people who are lost, frustrated, and saved. There is no substitute for purpose. I was thinking of an example, there's so many of them. Have you ever seen a manufacturer who began to build something, and because it didn't become what he intended, he made something else? You don't see that. They don't stop until they get what they purpose. There's no substitute for purpose. There's no substitute for purpose. You cannot make a car a boat. You can't decide, I'm tired driving this car, I'm going to drive into the water now, make it a boat. You just can't do that. You can't substitute the purpose for the product. You cannot make a microphone a cooking spoon. I mean, you could, but it would be microphone abuse. You may laugh, but it's true to your life. If you are becoming something, or can I say, trying to become something that you are not, you are abusing who you are. There's no substitute for purpose. There is no satisfaction beside purpose. Purpose and only purpose will satisfy. Purpose, therefore, will haunt you. That's why God uses the word prevail. He said, no matter what you plan, whether it's big, good, fantastic, evil, bad, or excellent, if it's not my purpose for your life, God says, my purpose will prevail over that plan. That word prevail means it will haunt you. If you did everything everybody wanted you to do, but not what you were born to do, then what you were born to do will haunt what you did.
Let's go hustle, right?
You gotta understand God's word here. He says, my purpose will overrule all of your plans. No matter how good they are, no matter how big they are, purpose will frustrate your success.
Appreciate you, Stacey J.
You know people, maybe you are one of them. You know, everyone thinks you're doing well, but when you close the door at night and cut the light off, it's hell in the bed.
It's hell in the bed.
You cry, you weep, you're mad because you don't feel fulfilled. And then when you go on stage, everybody claps.
Everybody claps.
But in secret, you are depressed. They think you are the best corporate executive in the whole company. But deep inside, you really want to go preach.
Deep inside, you want to go preach. You don't want to sit at no desk.
Deep inside, you really want to go paint pictures. Deep inside, you want to do photography. You don't want to sit at no desk.
You don't want to sit at no desk.
Whatever your gift is, whatever your purpose is, it will make you frustrated. It will prevail over all of your success. Why? Because purpose itself will overrule your accomplishments. Purpose will overshadow all your work. Purpose will depress your impressions. You impress people, but you're depressed. Because deep inside, you're not doing what you were born to do. God says this purpose will make you sick. My purpose will haunt you. It will make you feel so frustrated that no matter how successful the world thinks you are,
no matter how successful the world thinks you are,
calling purpose will make you sick.
My deep calling purpose will make you sick.
And some of you know what I'm talking about. Purpose will frustrate you. Nothing, but nothing can take the place of purpose. Purpose is the key and the measure of success.
Salute, Hawk, salute.
You're only successful if you did what you were born to do.
You're only successful when you do what you was born to do.
Everything else is failure.
Everything else is failure.
So you only measure your success by your assignment. If I told you to paint the wall over here and you paint that one, beautiful, perfect, excellent, you still failed. That's why it's possible to be good but wrong.
Be good but wrong. It's possible to be good but wrong.
But not the right thing.
Do a good thing but not the right thing.
Purpose is the right thing.
Sheesh.
Not just a good thing.
Sheesh.
Purpose is
J Smooth, what up?
Which you were sent here to perform. Purpose is the end for which you began.
Dr. Miles Monroe.
Purpose is destination.
Purpose is destination.
Make a note of that. Purpose is destination. And destination is destiny.
Salute, salute,
Purpose
salute.
is your end that is set. And then God backs you up to begin it. Therefore, you began because there's something that's already finished that you were supposed to start. Therefore, your birth.
Yes, Gail. Hey, yo, Gail, me and Jeremy was talking about you last night too, yesterday.
Your destiny. Your existence became necessary
We both see your greatness.
because of your destiny. So you don't go to your destiny. Destiny is pulling you.
Destiny is pulling you.
That's why when you go off course, there's something constantly pulling you back. No matter where you go in life, there's something that keeps on pulling you because destiny screams at you every moment of your day. It quietly screams. It's the loudest silence you can ever hear. It's the loudest silence you can ever hear. It's your destiny. There's something, even while I'm talking, it's probably crying louder now because I'm talking about it. Yes, it's screaming. It's that thing that is already established by God.
Sinclair, my God.
To fulfill. And no matter where you go, what you do, it haunts you. It prevails. It overpowers. You try to drown it in busyness, but it's too strong. You try to bury it in your preoccupation, but it is your occupation. That's why until you find your destiny, all you have is a job. Your destiny is not a job.
Your destiny is not a job.
Your destiny is your work.
Your destiny is your work.
Your job is what you do until you find your destiny.
Yep.
There's no substitute for purpose.
There's no substitute for purpose.
What I'm saying is so important. This is more important than anything that you can hear right now. There's no substitute for purpose. What I'm saying is so important. This is more important than anything that you can hear right now. Purpose won't frustrate you. Nothing.
I was about to log off. I'm 15 minutes over.
Can take the place.
I'm about to log off.
Purpose is the key.
God told me to give you one more. Y'all lucky.
You're only successful if you did what you were born
God told me
to
to give y'all one more. Damn. I wanted to go.
Everything else is failure. Everything else is failure.
God says,
no
ain't no substitute for purpose. God said, yo, in order for you to close this out the right way, you got to close it out this way.
This is more important than anything that you can hear right now.
Right now,
you about to lose your job. You about to lose your job. Get this dance. You about to lose your job because you are detaining me or nothing.
One of the most positive transitions you can make is from viewing your work as a job to viewing it as a calling. A job is an exchange of energy in which you do a material task and someone...
You about to lose your job.
God said he needs some people to lose their job today.
You about to lose your job because you are detaining me.
He needs some people to lose their job. Just over broke.
You about to lose your job.
Ooh.
You about to lose your job. Get this dance. You about to lose your job because you are detaining me or nothing.
Okay, copy that. Send me the address.
One of the most positive transitions you can make is from viewing your work as a job to viewing it as a calling. A job is an exchange of energy in which you do a material task and someone provides money in exchange. A calling, however, is an organic field of energy that emerges from the deepest aspects of who you are. It is the fulfillment of what God has created you to be and do. Approaching your work as a job versus approaching it as a calling makes all the difference in whether or not you dwell in the miraculous universe. You have a calling simply because you are alive. You have a calling because you are a child of God. You have a calling because you are on this earth with a divine purpose, to rise to the level of your highest creative possibility, expressing all that you are intellectually, emotionally, psychologically, and physically
I'm not
in
answering.
order to make
Do
the
what the
universe
Spirit
a
tell
more
you.
beautiful
I'll let- I'm-
place.
God
As
told
you
me
do
this.
this,
That's it.
your entire life becomes your ministry,
I'm not
a
answering
way to
nobody's
serve
question.
God and to serve the world. If you're thinking of money only as something you get in exchange for doing a job, then you'll never be free of limited thought forms surrounding money. We are heir to the laws that rule the world we identify with. If you identify only with the material plane, you place yourself at the effect of pretty severe economic realities of scarcity and lack. If you identify with the spiritual plane, you are under no laws but God's. I'm looking for a job. I'm trying to figure out what I should do. And I don't know how I'm going to make ends meet are sentences that confuse the universe. A child of God doesn't have to look for a job. A child of God doesn't have to figure out what to do. A child of God doesn't have to worry about how ends will meet. A child of God is simply a magnet for all things good. The you who thinks of life as a struggle or a place where you're on your own is not the real you. The real you already has a God-given function, and the universe is set up to support it. The best way to summon your true calling is to put yourself in service to God. The following daily prayer is from A Course in Miracles. Where would you have me go? What would you have me do? What would you have me say? And to whom? While a job is separate from the rest of our lives, a calling is a fulfillment of the rest of our lives. By striving to be the best we can be, we create the internal blueprint by which we do the best we can do. On a soul level, we want to work. We want to create. We want to be productive and serve others and share our gifts with the world. Often, it is not external forms of obstruction that hold us back, but rather internal ones. And nothing releases us internally more than the desire and the willingness to serve. The world can give you a job, but a job can be taken away. But a true calling puts you in a career zone that cannot be taken away. It reflects your willingness to do what you feel inwardly led to do in order to help heal the world. The universe then registers your true substance, your true seriousness, and your true purpose. Some things you do will bring forth worldly wealth. Other things you do will not directly bring forth wealth at all, but being the right things to do will summon wealth miraculously from other sources. Losing a job does not mean you lose your calling, because as a personal ambassador of God, you have been given a permanent assignment. You are here to represent Him who sent you, and He does not change His mind about you. You are never unemployed by God. And that's true not just about you, it's true about all of us. Anything that appears to separate us from each other is not the deepest level of our identity. We all have different jobs, but the same ministry. Some of us are technicians, some of us are mathematicians, some of us are writers and artists, some of us are salespeople. Some of us don't even work as work is defined by the world. But our value individually is determined not by what we do, but by the consciousness with which we do it. We are all here to be available channels for the love that heals all things. A job takes a form, but our ministry is content. Even if you lose your job, you still have your ministry, because it is part of who you are. Your life has no less value if you're not employed as the world defines it. If you are kind to people, if you're compassionate, if you pour your excellence into whatever you're doing, then you're doing the job God sent you to do. From that will emerge the next form that's needed to host the energies you're bringing forth. You are now tuned
All right,
in to
y'all.
Mind Right Radio. Elevate your mind. You elevate your life.
All right. That's all I got for you. That's all I got for you. 34 badges. I appreciate y'all for the badge love. Salute to everybody on the check-in. Ramaya Trash, thank you for the badge love. D Era explains it all. Thank you for the badge love. Paint the Ink Graphics, thank you for the badge love. Avail Body Works Massage, thank you for the badge love. Patrick Watkins, thank you for the badge love. Black Economic Expo, thank you for the badge love. It's A Low, thank you for the badge love. Where's CJ? Thank you for the badge of Saba Michelle. Thank you for the badge of Gail Keys Allen. Thank you for the badge of Orlando. Thank you for the badge of Adiva Secret Closet. Thank you for the badge of BMJ MBA. Thank you for the badge of Have Ideas. Thank you for the badge of Princess Cut. Thank you for the badge of Karen Ashanti. Thank you for the badge of Miss Wendy. Thank you for the badge of Tenacious I'm Chosen. Thank you for the badge of Francis Fomai. Thank you for the badge of Twice. I Am Love Abundance. Thank you for the badge of Sally Boy. Thank you for the badge of I'm JP Rich. Thank you for the badge love 3 times. Stay Fly LA. Thank you for the badge love 4 times. I Stay Rich. Thank you for the badge love 2 times. Shoe Solutions 6. Thank you for the badge love. Just Phenomenal. Thank you for the badge love. Miss Honey Thank you for the badge love. The Business Bully. Thank you for the badge love. I appreciate y'all. All right. I gotta go. Coolio mean it's getting too hot. Got work to do. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for tapping in, tuning in. Thank you for everybody on the YouTube check-in, on the Facebook check-in, on the Twitter check-in, on the Twitch check-in. Everybody rocking with me. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I'll see y'all tomorrow in God's will. You know what I'm saying? Yo, find the one thing. That's the message. I need you to focus on the one thing. 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 Focus on the one thing.
I'm talking about well. Money ain't a thing. Money ain't a thing.
Money in the bank. Money in the bank.
We can talk, but money talk, so talk more.
Ash Cash Show, Ash Cash Show, the Ash Cash Show, Ash